what to do with Riot's plaque. I obviously want to hang it somewhere in my spare bedroom / office, which still needs a lot of work because it's just kind of a mess. But I'm going live today because I had saved some of his whiskers. I had 3 that were I had already set on here, and then I had 2 other ones that I just found throughout the house. So I have 5 of his whiskers. I have 5 of his whiskers, and I cleaned up the plaque a little bit. But those little smears here, these are from his nose. Because in this bedroom I had it just in this window, and he decided to go up and make these little marks with his nose and do this fancy little chewing marks in the corner here. So those are his touches to his plaque. So they're forever going to be there. I'm never gonna clean those off. I did wash the rest of it, just not this area. What I was wanting to know is from you guys is if you guys have any special ideas with his for his whiskers. Thanks, guys. I'm so sad, but I have these whiskers and I'm not really sure what to do with them. I didn't pluck these from him. He occasionally lost his whiskers. I had more. I don't want them to blow away. There's 5. And you can see where he scratched it up a little bit too. So this will probably be the last video as Riot the Red Fox. I'm debating on changing our channel name to Riot and Friends, like in memorial of Riot. I, of course, don't want to remove his name completely. But if anyone has any ideas on what to do with these whiskers, I definitely want to keep them. I just don't really know what to do with them, or how to what the best way to be is to preserve them. I obviously don't think they're gonna degrade or anything, but I previously had them just in the side of this. But let me turn this fan off. I'm going everywhere. Hold on 1 second. Oop. I think I just made it faster. But that's what I wanted to come on here is show you guys his plaque, and that I still have a little piece of him left, which is these little whiskers. And funny enough, here's so I can't get rid of his litter box yet. I just haven't brought myself to it. The little air freshener thing fell inside of it though. And I had my boyfriend clean the box when I was gone because I was just too sad. And or the floors, not the box. And these little Riot footprints that go into my hallway, or that go into my living room, would not come up. So I'm going to actually paint them on there permanently, his little footprints. He tried to trace them with Sharpie and he didn't really do a great job, but he tried. That's the thought that counts. But these little footprints I am going to permanently paint on my floor. I was thinking of maybe painting something here on the wall, possibly. I'm not really sure yet. Let me turn that light off because the fan will not turn off for some reason. But this, maybe do a memorial wall. I'm not very good at painting. I painted these little flowers, but I'm no artist. This is actually something I got after his cancer diagnosis, and it reminded me a lot of him. So I got this, and I don't know if you guys have ever seen any of my other art. I can show you guys really quick too. It's just art that I bought, not any art that I've done, of course. My place is kind of a mess because I have Cass, who's not doing so great. I know, I'm cleaning your bed right now, honey. Your cover for your bed. Your bed's clean, but you can't lay on it. Okay, and then this photo, I don't know, we're kind of in the dark. I love this photo. And then I have this stuff here. and somebody that has drawn Riot for me. And then I also have some kids drawings up from my friends' kids, which I haven't hung up yet. So there's a lot I want to try to do, and I want to try to keep up with this channel with other foxes. But my biggest question is what to do with live whiskers. This one's really long. It's one of the first ones I started collecting. And what's so silly is I keep waking up sometimes, or even just, being in the bedroom watching TV, and I'll hear, like when Riot wanted to go out, he would take his foot and he'd like knock on the door. It was a very specific noise. He would knock on the back door. I kept hearing that after he passed. I would look out and be like, is there a cat or something outside? There's no way, because the yard is fenced. I mean, cats could possibly get back there, but they won't. Like, let me show you guys. I'm pretty sure some of you have seen it before. But this door, I can't bring myself to wash it either, because it's got all his little nose marks and stuff down here. And he used to come up to the door and, knock on the door to go out. And it's a very specific noise. And I kept hearing that. And you can see the fence back here. I don't ever get cats on the back porch unless I have the gate open, and it's the couple of cats that I happen to inherit. But they have never also knocked on my door. So I keep hearing that at night, and then last night or the night before, my boyfriend hears it, and he comes to the door and he opens the door and he's like, what was that? It sounded like Cass knocking on the door, but Cass can't knock on the door anymore either, because his back legs don't work anymore. What, am I just telling him your business? I know. And Cass's days, coffee, see, it's not for dogs. Cass's days are up and down, and that's because he has paresis in his back legs. It's not paralysis. He can move the back legs, but we're not really sure why. We do think it might be a Librela interaction. We are hoping Librela manufacturer Zoetis will take some responsibility and hopefully pay for anything he needs, but or reimburse me for an emergency fee from going to UF, but I don't know. He already went somewhere today, so he's tired. He says he's ready to nap. Yeah. He's very old, and at 13, he's 13 years old. He has paresis now in his hind end, and he was diagnosed with a mild pneumonia. They didn't even see it initially, but there was some very, the markers in his blood work, and then the x-rays showed that he's got a mild pneumonia. So he was having some coughing fits. I gave him some children's cough syrup, which I double checked and checked with a veterinarian that it was safe to give for dogs, so don't worry about that aspect. That humidifier here, I don't know if you can see the little mist coming from it, but it goes from here to here. Yes, there's a pile of laundry in my bed, almost always. It's actually dog laundry mostly, I think, bedding. But yeah, I'm probably talking your guys' ear off. But this is my baby, and Riot's dog. It was always him and Riot, and so I'm really hoping that he will be okay. Tuesday we're supposed to go to the vet and see if he can recover from this, whatever's going on, if he's going to improve or not, because as of right now, his days can fluctuate greatly, and I don't want him to suffer. He does have a wheelchair, which he can get around in, but because he has a lump right here, which is where the harness rests, which should be across, he doesn't like to use the chair. Yeah. and he wants me. He walks just fine if I am supporting his rear. If I'm holding him up under his butt here, he walks great. Only problem with that is it's very painful for me because I have spinal problems and I have bone spurs in my hip. So it's pretty difficult for me to get him around. Now I also have problems with my right shoulder, so it's hard. It's hard. But I want to thank you guys for sticking with us and watching us all these years and seeing Cass and Riot just frolic and be great and and everything, because my house is going to be so empty afterwards. But I'm honestly thinking of bringing in one of my baby rabbits. Yes, when I brought Riot home, I took him in and I laid him in front of Cass, so Cass knows Riot's gone. I'm honestly, like, because realistically I don't know how much longer Cass has, like I said, and I'm holding out hope that he'll improve, but you know, if not, I don't want him to just not be able to walk and fully rely on me. He isn't incontinent. He does let me know when he's got to go to the bathroom, but sometimes he waits too long, so I've been making him go out, get up and go out, so that he's not waiting till the last minute and then I'm carrying him as he's peeing. That's his worst problem. And he's got a sore on his leg that is really bad. And when I say really bad, I'm going to give you guys a graphic warning if you want to see it. Because when I say really bad, he chewed his leg super bad, and it's been quite a while now that it's been having trouble healing, and that's something else the antibiotics are supposed to help with. We mostly keep it wrapped, but when we don't, like right now, I'm trying to let it kind of dry out a little bit. I do have a cream on it, but I'm going to show you guys really quick, so if you don't like that, look away. It's only going to be for a minute. I'll show you how bad it looks. He doesn't chew it if he's on pain medicine, but he does, you know, the reason it's like this is because it was chewed. So this is another major issue with him. So hi, Saya. So I'm going to show you guys this gruesome sore. Look away if you're squeamish, because this is part of his issue. So this is a pretty gnarly sore here, and we're letting it dry out. I'm not touching the baby. And when I'm not watching him, it does stay wrapped. I'm just trying to get it to dry out. So other than that, we're doing the best we can. But I do, if you guys want to stick around, I will show you the baby rabbits before I do anything else, because I love them, and I might want to take one aside. They do not have their eyes open yet. Let me just slide on some slides here. Oh, that's a mess. Okay. If I come out here, everybody's going to want snacks. Every time. Just go out here. I don't know, it's pretty warm, so the foxes might be sleepy. I just want to check on the rabbits too, because sometimes it's really, when they get really hot, my rabbits, the breed of rabbit I have doesn't do great in hot weather. Look at all you guys. Where are my peeps? Hi, peeps! Hi, peeps! These are my peeps. Let me see who's who. I think that's Bacon Ranch and Pickle. I can't tell from here. I don't want to put them because I just showered, and they're very dirty. Like, I change this every day, and you cannot tell that I changed it today, because ducks are poopy. Ducks are very poopy. Lulu, are you really going to play in that? Oh, I did not change that today. That's gross water. Don't lick it. Hey, go drink some normal water. Let's see if we can see where they're sleeping in here. Where's Miss Raymond? Oh, I bet I know where she is. I bet I know where Raymond is. find her. I didn't sneak up on her. She knew I was coming. Hi, Raven. Want a coffee? Hi, Raven. That's Raven's little sleeping spot. Oh. Plop. It's pretty hot. Fox is asleep during the middle of the day. Oh, it might be